Hi, it's Izzy. I've been trying to make this video on my phone for a little while now and it's not been working. So let's hope that this works okay. It is April 18th. Um, I am 2 days away from being 3 weeks post-op. I had been on a liquid diet for the first week, which is the last time I updated, and I've been on puree for the last 2 weeks. In 2 days, I'll be starting soft foods. So I wanted to kind of give you my numbers and also let you know like what food I've been eating and how I've been tolerating it, and what the plan is from here, and what the conversation was after I talked to my surgeon. So the numbers were 334 when I first started seeing the nutritionist, 311 after the 2 week liquid diet the day of surgery, and 303 at my 2 week checkup with the surgeon. Yesterday I weighed in at 299.5, so I broke my 2 week stall, which I was definitely on, and I also broke 300, so that's super happy. 299.5. I'm not going to see 300 again. So I wasn't really worried about the 2 week stall too much because I knew that I didn't have anywhere to go but down, so it was going to be okay. So what have I been eating? I've been eating puree foods. The meats that I've been eating are tuna, pureed tuna salad. I had some Boston Market chicken pureed and I put a little gravy on it to keep it moist. That was so good. I think anybody would like that. Tonight I had some pureed Italian beef with a piece of sweet pepper in it. Had about an ounce of that. I can only eat about an ounce of meat. If I eat an ounce and a half, I'm pushing it. But really only an ounce of meat. I've also had low-fat cheese, cottage cheese, pudding, yogurt, sugar-free, fat-free for everything, obviously. Yogurt, cottage cheese I said already. I'm trying to remember, I can't remember everything. Eggs, I've had egg salad and scrambled eggs. I've also had a little souffle from Costco, zucchini souffle, which was pretty good. It was pushing it a little bit, but I only had it yesterday, so I figured I'm pretty close to soft foods. Might as well go ahead and see how things are working out. So it was pretty good. Everything is sitting well. If you watched my last video, you know that I was having some issues with cramping and nausea right in the middle of my stomach, and then my lower stomach was fine. I talked to the surgeon about that, and he says he does kind of an hourglass shape where he starts kind of away from the pyloric valve, goes in, hugs the center, and then goes up away from the esophagus so he doesn't interfere with either of them. He used a 36 French on me, and he said he hugged it really tight, so in the middle, so it's small in the middle, and that's why I was having that problem. I'm not having that problem anymore. I almost never have that problem. It's a rare thing if I have it now. But what I am having is what he calls regurgitation, where my food kind of creeps back up my esophagus and back down and back up and back down. And it's really uncomfortable, it's a little painful, and it's super annoying. But I'm hoping it goes away. I thought it was a reflux, but he says that's not reflux, which he's very happy about because he was worried that I would have reflux, so he's happy that I don't. Let's see. I am having a lot of trouble knowing when I'm full. So, and it's just that one last little bite that sends you over the edge. So it's a little bit hit or miss for me right now. I find that I'm most comfortable at an ounce and I don't have that regurgitating feeling. But sometimes I can eat 3 ounces of, like yogurt, because it's so smooth. So sometimes it's hard for me to tell. I'm still in a stage where I'm figuring it out. I'm moving on to soft foods on Friday. I'm going to start with some chicken breast and like dipped in guacamole. I'm hoping that'll make it moist enough, and I'm going to eat it very, very slowly and take my time and, only eat a couple pieces to see how it goes. I'm hoping it goes okay because my pureed meats have been okay, aside from the creeping up the esophagus feeling, and so I'm thinking that I'm tolerating everything really well. I've not thrown up yet, and hopefully that won't be ever. From food, I've certainly been uncomfortable more than a few times though, which worries me, but I'm doing my best. I really am. I'm eating slowly and I'm taking very small bites and I am chewing so well. So hopefully it just all gets better. It's just a process of healing. I in addition to moving on to soft foods, I get to begin exercising on week 4. So I'm super excited about that, and I'll let you guys know how that's going as well as the soft foods when I get there. Um, I hope that I just keep losing now and that, I don't hit another stall. It's okay if I do, but I would rather not, So everything's going well. Now that I'm being able to eat more of a variety and I'm healing really well, like all of my incisions look nice. I had a problem with one of them. They called it ecchymosis. It was like bleeding under the skin. I think I had some scar tissue that was kind of forming a band that just wasn't working for movement. So every time I moved, I kind of ripped the scar tissue, which was causing some bleeding underneath. But it was one of the small ones. It was one of the 5 millimeter ones, not the big one that they pull your stomach through, which they said is the one that most often gets infected. So everything looks fine. I mean, that one is still a little bit, healing, but the rest of them, including the big one, look real healed. And I can lift my 1-year-olds, no problem. I got clearance to lift them. I do lift both of them at the same time, and not thinking, but it's been okay. I don't lift my 5-year-old or my 3-year-old. I keep my hands off of them. So, everything's going well. I'll let you guys know how things are going in the future, and I hope everyone is doing well. Bye.